Hey, ladies and gentlemen, memes bring us together, no matter the race. But now suddenly CNN is like, you know what? I don't think white people should be allowed to use memes
What? She said, yeah. I said, no.
that are memes made from black people. I'm like, why? Those things brought us together.
Not today.
I was attacked by some idiot from out here in the projects.
Dodson says her attacker used a garbage can to climb onto the unit's ledge, open the upstairs window, and then he got in bed with her.
He tried to rape me. He tried to pull my clothes off.
Dodson struggled with her attacker, knocking over items in her bedroom. Antoine Dodson heard his sister scream and ran to help.
Well, obviously, we have a rapist in Lincoln Park. He's climbing in your windows. He's snatching your people up, trying to rape them. So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband, because they raping everybody out here.
The attacker got loose and went out the upstairs window, but he did leave something behind.
We got your T-shirt. You done left fingerprints and all. You are so dumb. You are really dumb, for real.
A crime scene investigator photographed and dusted for prints on the lid of the garbage can and the window pane and ledge. Dodson says he's never seen the perp before, but sends this warning to whoever is responsible.
You don't have to come and confess that you did it. We're looking for you. We gonna find you. I'm letting you know now, so you can run and tell that, homeboy.
Oh boy.
Now, if you have any
And I think it was actually so funny. I mean, back in the day, hey, I made jokes with everybody. I don't care about the race other than the age because I don't want you to keep using the R word, but it was funny. It was so funny. You could actually make jokes about it because it's like, oh my God, bada beam, bada boom. And we related.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Personally, I don't agree with that because I look at it as like, if it wasn't for white people in the first place, I wouldn't have been as big as I was.
Ooh.
And still is. And they pay a lot of money also if they consider it to be memes. Like I can say that when I'm hired to go on different, gigs, white people usually pay top dollar. And when I get there, it is super comfortable. And I get, it's more of like, oh, Antoine, I was going through something, and during the time your video came out, and it put a smile on my face. And this is coming from white people.
Mm-hmm.
As to my own skin people, when it's a joke to them, when I go, and I rarely go to black events.
Have you ever seen people laugh at you, but they say they're laughing with you? And I know it happens to both races, or any race. But there's something about people that are supposed to understand you where you're coming from, but they only laugh with you because they see you down there. I've been in those situations.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
But there are certain part of the black culture that when I see it, I know they would not respect me for the way that I'm living right now. So I wouldn't even attempt to try to relate with them because to them, I'm just a joke.
Let's clearly be honest. Even when I sell products, it's mainly the white race that supports me all the way.
Oof.
If white people wanted to make a joke about it, about me specifically, they could have. But when I go on these events and these different places to host and stuff, I don't get that they're making. First of all, I'm not going to put you in a first-class hotel. I'm not going to put you on first. If I'm going to make a joke out of you, let's be for real. I'm not going to put you on first-class flight. I'm not going to put you in the best hotels, eating at the best restaurants. I'm not going to gift you and wine you down and pay top dollar to have you here if I'm going to make you a joke.
You're a victim.
There we go. That don't really, it don't sound right. I get everybody trying to be on this little I'm so woke train and this, that, and the other as far as the black people, because let's be real, black people are rising.
White people call each other. They pick up the phone. They'll argue on the phone, and at the end, they'll pick it up again and go, hey, I got this deal that we should do together. Brothers, we get all mad, we air it out, and we don't, that's why we burn bridges.
Right.
We don't build bridges. We have to build bridges, not burn them. When you burn them, they don't burn them. They keep their cities popping. We burn our bridges. I don't do that. Ego would tell you all this negative shit to make you not do the deal.
And everybody, you got to know when it's genuine and when it's not. And I just don't believe that may have been.
I mean, he made a good point. I'm not saying that people would not pay for you to just come because you're just going to take anything. because you're poor already. So any little money you're gonna take, you go, come here, as if you're a dog. But if you pay way more money, not that it's like, okay, a one-time thing. No, but if they keep bringing you over and over, and you can see how you speak to them, how you can joke, how you can also joke about them, you know, and they don't keep downgrading you, hitting you on the floor, you start realizing they just want this back and forth banter. A honest banter, because maybe they're not even allowed to do it in their own woke circle. And finally, hey, I like the jokes. I'm open about the jokes about my insecurities or whatever. And I want to say it about you too. Because I think back in the day he was gay and now he's not. And he still gets invited.
I have watched friends of mine get killed, get robbed at gay clubs in Chicago. I've got tortured by gangs in the neighborhood and just evil kids in the neighborhood and treating me like I'm an outsider rather than a human being. So you know what I'm saying? I have the right to speak about gay lifestyle.
People keep forgetting that once you're gay, in the black community, in specific black culture, they are way more homophobic. It's at a totally different level. So of course he's going to feel more comfortable at specific white events because he doesn't want to activate that part of the conversation with specific part of the culture.
One experience for somebody, and CNN reached out to me about that, but I just don't agree. At the beginning, I was so hurt. My sister was going through it. Not only my one sister, but my three sisters. We were all going through that at the same time. But when I actually seen the video myself, even my family, we laughed. It's not a laughing matter, but the way that it came off, it was very funny.
That's a good point.
In the same breath, it was the same people that was coming saying like, oh, that video put a smile on my face because they was going through something traumatic. You know what I'm saying? In their life. And that video changed the way they felt and how they was dealing with their situation. So it's a give and take thing, but I just don't. I would agree if I agreed, but I just don't agree with that at all.
So the point is, he just taught people how to laugh about pain. It's like you're teaching people and you find a way to relate and you start a conversation, you know? But sometimes people don't understand that. And they try to cancel you or be like, you know what? Meat is making always the jokes about her dead mom. You're not allowed to do that because, hey man, he was black and poor. I'm like, huh? That makes no sense. It's his reality. He doesn't know how I live. So whatever he experienced is the worst for him. Whatever I experience is the worst for me. If he's rich or poor, it doesn't matter because if you don't know how the experience is, whatever you experience is the worst. And that is what we're going to relate. It's not the money thing or the skin color.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
My nigga.
If you remove that, how can we even relate with the problems that are going to happen in the future? It's even more harder to understand because of money and stuff like that.